Let's understand the multicellular asexual reproduction. Now we talked about the unicellular reproduction in previous video. Now let's understand what is the multicellular. The multicellular is really complex, but it is a type of reproduction that is mostly the part of nature. Now, how does the part of nature mean? Here the fragmentation comes in. The fragmentation is just nature way of breaking the organism, whether with the help of waves, rocks, or even the favorable conditions. So let's understand all these favorable multicellular asexual reproduction. Now what happens in the asexual reproduction? It is formation of new being with the pre-existing ones, right? As I talked in the earlier bit. Now in this video we are going to learn about fragmentation. So what really is fragmentation? Fragmentation is, the name suggests itself. Fragments are the divided of the big one. Divided one from the big organism. This is called as fragmentation. What happens in fragmentation? Whenever the organisms such as yeast, I am not talking about yeast, the spirogyra, or some fungus, they gain favorable condition. And under favorable condition, these organisms start to grow rapidly. Their growth occurs at a faster and a faster rate, so they grow really fast. After their growth being rapid, they start to grow highly and excessively. During their growth, they start to break because the growth is so large that they start to break into fragments, that is segments, and that is the broken one start to live as their own during that favorable condition. They only break during that condition because if the new ones is formed, they will be provided with sufficient energy. This is called as fragmentation, and fragmentation is a part of nature with the help of water, with the help of rock, with the help of wave, or with the help of air. It is all a biotic condition. Every biotic factor affects in the factor of fragmentation, and fragmentation is seen mostly in Spirogyra and many fungus. Multicellular fungus because they are all multicellular. After Spirogyra, that is the fragmentation, comes the budding. As I talked about budding, it is the same and similar concept as of the unicellular one, but it is a little complex. Since they are unicellular now blood and dermal layer and these all type of thing are going to be present on the organism. So what happens? These extra present on their body now will need a growth. So the example here is Hydra. What happens in Hydra? Whenever the bud occurs on a dermal layer, then the dermal layer and the stomach cavity, that is the alimentary canal, both are interjointed in the bud and in the adult. So these are both interjointed. Now the food consumed by the adult will also be shared with the bud. The shared food, with the help of shared food, the bud will grow at a fasting pace, at a fasting rate. And after the enough growth of the bud, it will detach itself from the from its adults and start living as its own individual. So this is called as budding. And one another thing is regeneration. We will talk about regeneration coming up, but a cool scene that you could see here is the regeneration. Regeneration is really cool. You will understand it in the upcoming video. Thank you.